The European Championships kick off on the 14th of June, with hosts Germany taking on Scotland at the Allianz Arena in Munich. Under a renewed vein of form under Julian Nagelsmann, the Germans are looking to win this competition for the first time since 1996. Since then, they have made two semi-finals and one final in 2008. DFB are the joint most successful team in the history of the Euros along with Spain, with three titles, having previously lifted the cup in 1972 and 1980. The German national team has been on a run of underperformances since winning the World Cup 10 years ago, failing to qualify for the knockout stages of the same tournament in both 2018 and 2022. In the Euros 3 years ago, they were eliminated in the round of 16 stage by England after finishing second in their group behind France. Die Mannschaft go into this competition ranked 16th in the world after being number 1 as recently as 2018. Since Nagelsmann's appointment in September 2023, things have taken an exciting turn. Following a slow start, Germany are unbeaten in the four games they have played in 2024, a run that includes impressive victories against France and the Netherlands. The wave of exciting young talent bursting through to go along with some experienced heads, there is a definite sense of optimism among the home fans ahead of this tournament. They are in Group A, along with Scotland, Switzerland, and Hungary. All these teams can provide tricky tests on their day, and Nagelsmann will want his players to gain all the confidence they can whilst qualifying for the knockout rounds. The hosts are big favourites to progress to the last 16 as group winners. If they do finish in first place, they will play the runners up from Group C, which consists of England, Denmark, Slovenia, and Serbia. There are some notable absentees from the 26-man squad announced by Germany, including Mats Hummels, Julian Brandt, and Emre Can, all of whom started the recent Champions League final for Borussia Dortmund. However, Nagelsmann will be happy with the players at his disposal. The former Bayern Munich manager is expected to set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with their forward lines being one of the most exciting ones of all the 24 teams. All eyes in particular will be on Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, who operate as the two tens behind the striker. Manuel Neuer will almost certainly start in goal, despite a slew of individual errors in recent games, both for club and country. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen started the friendly wins against France and the Netherlands in March with Neuer out injured, and the Barcelona keeper is on standby to step in again if required. The defense is pretty inexperienced, with Antonio Rudiger and Joshua Kimmich being the only players in the back line to have more than 30 caps for their country. However, Bayer Leverkusen's Jonathan Tah, Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck, and Stuttgart captain Waldemar Anton, while inexperienced at international level, are all coming off of impressive campaigns with their clubs. The only real winger in the squad is Leroy Sané, and Germany will hence look to their fullbacks, Kimmich and Maximilian Mittelstadt, to provide width going forward. RB Leipzig duo Benjamin Hendricks and David Raum can be called on from the bench if needed. Tony Kroos will be playing in his last tournament as a professional, having come out of retirement from international football earlier this year. Robert Andrich and Ilkay Gundogan are expected to feature with him in midfield, but Nagelsmann has several options in this area, including Stuttgart's Chris Führich, Bayern youngster Alexander Pavlovich, and Brighton's Pascal Gross, who scored a late winner in their most recent game against Greece. For a country that has produced the likes of Gerd Muller, Rudi Voller, Jurgen Klinsmann, and Miroslav Klose in the past, Germany do lack an out and out goalscorer at the moment. Kai Havertz is expected to lead the line, having finished the 2023-24 season strongly with Arsenal. Niklas Füllkrug, with 11 goals in 16 appearances for the national side so far, is a great option to call on from the bench. Thomas Muller is the most capped player in the squad, having played 129 games for his country, while Hoffenheim's Maximilian Bayer and Stuttgart's Dennis Undav are both going to their first major international tournament. Here is the Germany squad in full. Coming off the back of a historic season with Leverkusen, Wirtz is arguably Germany's most informed player going into this tournament. The Bundesliga Player of the Year in the season just gone by, the 21-year-old has a lot of expectations on his young shoulders. Alongside Musiala, Wirtz will be his country's most potent creative threat and will need to be at his best if his team is to go far. Kroos, who won the sixth Champions League title of his illustrious career at the start of this month, will be key for Germany to dictate games, especially against some of the bigger sides later on in the tournament. Of course, the man on the touchline, Nagelsmann, will also be key. The 36-year-old is known for his tactical flexibility and will need to use his resources to the fullest possible. It could really go either way for Germany in this tournament. Their group isn't the easiest one to navigate, and Nagelsmann might need to try different combinations to break these teams down. With the home crowd behind them, it remains to be seen whether the young and inexperienced members in this squad flourish or falter. The surge in form in recent months will translate to higher expectations, and anything less than a semi final showing will probably be considered a failure.